Hello everyone and welcome back. I have something a little different for you today with the start of a new short series of videos where we recreate the characters of Critical Role's famous campaigns. And in today's episode, we will be recreating Jester Lavorre, a tiefling trickery domain cleric, played by the wonderful Laura Bailey in the second campaign. For those of you who haven't played Baldur's Gate, highly recommend it as a game. It won multiple awards at the Game Awards, including Game of the Year, Best Game Direction, Best Narrative, Best Performance. So if you haven't tried it out, go give it a try. You might really enjoy it, and it is definitely worth it. And so, without further ado, let's get into it. Who are we? Well, before we get onto that, I'll quickly note through the mods that I'm using. You're going to need to use a couple of mods to change things around if you want to get them to look closer to the actual characters. Things like tiefling horns. There was no ram style horns, so I've added tiefling horns. What I'll do is I'll put a list of the mods that I'm using up on the screen now, and also down in the description below with the links to those mods. So if you want to use those, you can head there to find them. So to start, we're going to go through our race, our class, our feats, proficiencies, spells, and so on. And obviously, Jester is a tiefling. With tiefling, you get your base racial speed, your dark vision, and hellish resistance, which is fire resistance, taking only up to half damage. And in particular, we're picking as a real tiefling, and then that way we get the Thaumaturgy cantrip. For our class, we are going for Cleric, and the cantrips we want to be picking are Sacred Flame, Guidance, and Resistance. For our subclass, we are going Trickery Domain, and with that we get the Blessing of the Trickster, Charm Person, and Disguise Self. Deity, unfortunately, we don't have the Traveller to pick. If you've watched the second campaign, you'll know that Jester follows the Traveller. And I felt, just reading through them, not putting their personalities in comparison, but Carl Glitter Gold, a deity of humour, protection and trickery, felt like it fit best for the Traveller. For background, again, if you've watched the second campaign, you'll know that Jester's background is Charlatan, and that's Deception and Sleight of Hand. And for abilities, what I'll do now is I'll put up Jester's actual abilities at level 1 up on the screen. Laura Bailey must have rolled really well for these scores. We can't get as high as those on any of our scores. So what we'll do is we'll put +2 into Charisma, we'll put +1 into Intelligence, we're going to remove 2 points from Constitution, and we're going to add them to Dexterity and Strength. And then for our skill proficiencies, we're just going to switch over History for Persuasion, so we should have Sleight of Hand, Medicine, Deception, and Persuasion, and that's exactly how Laura Bailey had Jester's character set up. For prepared spells, I'm going to get rid of Shield of Faith and Guiding Bolt, and in return put Bless and Cure Wounds. And now onto the fun part, which is the making it look like Jester.
Be wary.
It's opened.
So we're going to go for voice 8.
We
can't get Jester's twang, unfortunately. Maybe if someone sorts out a mod, we can get Laura Bailey's Jester voice on there. And we're going to be picking Tarja Face, Body Type 1, all skin colours. We're going to go for, this is a tone 2, it's like a very pale blue. A load of freckles, get the intensity up there a little bit. Jester is still quite young, very freckly. No body art, but what we will do is I'm going to put some piercings on, and we're going to get the Crimson Hulk Dirks. For eyes, go for all eye colours. Jester has these sort of regular corneas, but popping purple irises. So we're going to click all eye colours, and we're going for purple 2 here. For makeup, Jester does wear a little bit of eyeliner, and she does have blue lips. So what we'll do, we'll get the intensity of that blue up, a little bit of metallic, and just about halfway glossy. Yeah, that's alright. Perfect, so onto hair. I've got a few hair mods installed, but I'm actually not using them. I did test them out a little bit, but this is definitely the best hair for Jester from what I can tell. It works by covering the fringe at the front so that the horns are covered. Jester has horns that are a little bit further back on her head, but you can't get horns at the moment like that. I've had a look about through the different mods. And for colour, we're going for blue 5. Highlights, get them all the way up, all highlight colours, and we're going for this dark blue, blue 6. And then for the greying, again, greying all the way up, and blue 9. Perfect. And then last but not least, we need Jester's horns. I'll just find the ones that I used for this. Perfect. With these horns we do get some extra colours, but the black is really black and we don't want them that dark. It does just look a little bit weird on Jester's head, even though Jester's horns are black, and they are greying at the ends a little bit by the look of it. Perfect. So that's our Jester. And if you'd like to see the overall character sheet, it's here on the right hand side. And all we need to do now is name her. And let's go. Thanks everyone for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to leave a like and a subscribe if you enjoyed it. I know it was a short one, but we'll be back with more of these. We're going to do the whole of the Mighty Nine. We might then move on to Vox Machina, and we'll see where we go from there. We might even do some of the side characters, Avantika, Pumatsol, depending on what mods we can get. I hope you enjoyed it, like I said. Thanks again for watching, and goodbye.